perform for us today is a humorous interpretation. Justin is using a passage from The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. He is a clever and friendly person, and I think you'll find his speech to be funny. Please welcome Justin to the platform.
We went to a clump of bushes, and Tom had every swear to keep a secret. Then showed them a hole in the hill right in the thickest part of the bushes. Then we lit the candles and crawled on our hands and knees. We went about 200 yards when the cave opened up. Tom poked about amongst the passages and pretty soon jumped under a wall where he went and noticed there was a hole. We went along a narrow place and got in a kind of room, all damp and sweaty and cold, and there we stopped. When you were younger, have you ever tried to start a club? This excerpt is from the classic adventure story, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. In this excerpt, Huck, Tom Sawyer, and their friends will attempt to start a gang of robbers. Tom says, "Now, we'll start this gang of robbers and call it Tom Sawyer's gang. Anybody that wants to join has got to take an oath and write his name in blood." Well, everybody was willing, so Tom got out a sheet of paper that he wrote the oath on and read it. It's for every boy to stick to the band and never tell any of the secrets. And if anybody done anything, any boy in that band, whichever boy was ordered to kill that person and his family must do it. And he mustn't eat and he mustn't sleep until he killed them and hacked the cross into their chest, which was a sign of the band. And nobody that belonged to the band could use that mark. And if he did, he must be sued. And if he done it again, he must be killed. And if anybody that belonged to the band told his secrets, he must have his throat cut and his carcass burned up and his ashes scattered all around. And his name blotted off this list with blood, never mentioned by the gang again, to have a curse put on it and be forgotten forever. Everybody said this was a real beautiful oath. And asked Tom if he got it out of his own head. He said some of it, but the rest was out of pirate books and robber books, and every gang outside town had it. Some thought it'd be good to kill the families of the boys that told the secrets. Tom said this was a good idea, so he took a pencil and wrote it in. Then Ben Rogers says, "Well, he's up Finn. He ain't got no family. What do we do about him?" "Well, ain't he got a father?" said Tom Sawyer. "Yes, he's got a father. You can't never find him these days. He usually drunk with the hogs in the tangier. He ain't seen around these parts for more than a year." Well, they talked it over. It was going to rule me out because they said every boy must have a family or somebody to kill, or else it wouldn't be fair and square for the others. Well, nobody could think of anything to do. Everybody was stumped and sat still. Well, I was most ready to cry, but all at once I thought of a way. So I offered them Miss Watson. They could kill her. Everybody said, "Oh, she'll do. That's all right. I can come in." Then they all stuck a pin in their fingers to get blood to sign with, and I made my mark on the paper. "Now," said Ben Rogers, "what's the line of business of this gang?" "Nothing. Only robbery and murder," Tom said. "But who are we going to rob? Houses, cattle, or stuff? Stealing cattle, such things ain't robbery," said Tom Sawyer. "It's burglary." "We ain't burglars. That ain't no sort of style. We are highwaymen. We stop stages and carriages on the road, masks on, and kill the people and take their watches and money." "Well, must we always kill the people?" "Oh, certainly, it's best. Some authorities think different, but mostly it's considered best to kill them. Except for some they bring to the cave here and keep until they're ransomed." "Ransomed? What's that?" "I don't know, but it's what they do. I've seen it in books, so of course that's what we got to do. But how can we do it if we don't know what it is?" "Why, blame it all, we've got to do it. Don't I tell you it's in the books? Do you want to go on and do something different that's not in the books and get things all muddled up?" "Oh, that's all very fine to say, Tom Sawyer, but how in the nation are these fellows going to get ransomed if we don't know how to do it to them? That's what I want to get at. Now, what do you reckon it is?" "Well, I don't know, but perhaps if we keep them till they're ransomed, it means we keep them till they're dead." "Now that's something like that'll answer. Why can you say that before? We'll keep them till they're ransomed to death. And a bothersome lot they'll be too, always eating up everything and trying to get loose." "How you talk, Ben Rogers. How can they get loose when there's a guard over them ready to shoot them down if they move a peg?" "A guard? Well, that is good. So somebody's got to set up all night just to watch them? I think that's foolishness, Tom Sawyer. Why can't a body just take a club and ransom them as soon as they get here?" "Because it ain't in the book, so that's why. Now, Ben Rogers, do you want to go on and do something different, or don't you? That's the idea. Don't you reckon that the people that made the books knows what the correct thing to do? Do you reckon you can learn them anything? Not by a good deal. No, sir. We'll just have to go on and ransom them the regular way." "All right, I don't mind, but I say it's a fool way anyhow. Say, do we kill the women too?" "Well, Ben Rogers, if I was as ignorant as you, I wouldn't let on. Kill the women? No, nobody ever saw like that. You fetch them to the cave, and you're always as polite to them, and by and by they'll fall in love with you and never want to go home anymore. Well, if that's the way I'm agreed, but I don't take no stock in it. Mighty soon won't the cave so crowded with women, and fellas waiting to be ransomed, there won't be no place for the robbers anymore. But go ahead, I ain't got nothing to say. I have the pleasure of introducing our next speaker, Audrey Barnett. The light-hearted piece that Audrey will perform for us today is a humorous interpretation taken from the popular movie Napoleon Dynamite. Audrey is an intelligent, well-spoken person, and I think you'll find this speech to be awesome. Please welcome Audrey to the platform.